What's up, guys? It's been a minute, I guess, but we're all good. We're just kind of trying to figure out this groove of doing bus conversions and making clients happy and building our dreams and all that stuff. Glad to say I'm back. I very much so I'm gonna start making videos again because one, I like it. I just feel like this area of creativity I'm really starting to miss. I'm building a bunch of stuff and creating a bunch of stuff still, but doing the whole YouTube video stuff, like it's different, you know? So I think I want to start doing that again. So that being said, we're diving back into bus conversion stuff. I think that's where we're gonna continue to fuel our niche and our market, because you guys are awesome and I like making these videos and I'm educated on a bunch of this stuff. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So that being said, today's topic is actually our bus. We've had these little like Amazon cheap 12-volt diesel heaters for a while. We have one here and we have one in our back that we don't really use that often. We use this one all the time and it's great. It's been like 2.5 years actually. Yeah, maybe like even 3 years that I've had this thing. I posted a video about it a while ago. It is cool. When I installed this, it was during the construction phase of the bus. And that being said, I think I abused this thing a lot, because you heard it. Like it's noisy. Like it's not very quiet. The one in the back is super quiet, like you don't even notice it. It just sounds like a regular fan. This one sounds like there's like things rattling around, and I've looked at it, taken it apart, like tried to clean it. I just think it's like abused. It's been great. It's lasted me 3 years. It's like 130 bucks. So I'm definitely not complaining about it. But that being said, this company Vivor, I think that's probably right. They sent us a new one. And it looks a little bit nicer, like the LED screen and stuff looks like it's up to date and just a little more like, all the components look like they're almost exactly the same. So we're gonna take out this old one, we're gonna put in the new one because it's getting down to like 45 degrees at night and that just freaking sucks. I don't like the cold, I don't. All you people that like the cold, good for you. I hate it. Like cool unboxing montages, and I'm glad I did because I actually ended up getting jobs off that. Those things took so freaking long, man. Like to open a box took like an hour and a half. Yep, excuse me, 10 liters, which I think is like 3 gallons. Box of parts. The actual heater. This one's gray. This looks like it's gonna do the exact same thing as the other one. Dude, these have gotta be the same company. All this stuff's the same. Wonder if I could turn this one into Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. New pump. That seems a bit beefier than the other one. Oh, it looks like they gave us hard fuel line. This is better. One thing I ran into and did a lot of time reading and researching is the fuel lines on the ones that I had, they're like this green little hose. And it was spongy. So what can happen is when the pump sucks fuel through, that hose, even though it feels kind of stiff, it's not solid, so it'll contract and expand and contract and expand, allowing for air to get sucked through. So the pump's having to work harder to pump air and fuel up into the unit. So they recommend throwing that hose away and getting a hard nylon one. So that's cool that they came with this. Maybe I'll put this into a jerry can instead of that, and then I can just take the jerry can, fuel can, to the store instead of that. Air filter, air intake hose. This is like the blower hose. That's all the same. exhaust muffler that you can see directly through. Hose clamps, mounting brackets, yada yada yada. Ooh, that filter looks nicer. Oh yeah, that's actually a legit fuel filter. Hoses, clamps, ties, mounts. Sweet. Alright. I'm gonna put this together. And then hopefully tonight we have like heat. Well, it's a new day, but I got it figured out. The like fan that turns on the inside was like stuck, and it was throwing me the E6 error code, which I was also wondering if that wasn't because the original, I was using the wiring harness from the old one, but come to find out, all the parts are interchangeable. This is the old LCD screen from the old diesel heater. The new one is right here, and I don't need to hook this up because if I did hook this up, then I'd have to run a new wire from here all the way down to there, and that's just not necessary. So, yeah, it works. I don't know if it's really any different than the other one. Everything looks exactly the same, feels the same. Like I said, the fuel filter was a little bit nicer, and the fuel pump was a little bit nicer too. But aside from that, I mean, it's like the same thing. But I'm happy with it. Our bus is 35 feet long. We have an R value of like basically 15. We have 15 on the sides and 7.5 on the ceiling and the floor. Our entire roof is covered in stuff, so that kind of helps with sunshade. But this one diesel heater, just this one right there, that is good enough to keep us completely warm in our entire bus. We have two and the mini split, and we are definitely like way overkill on heat, which I'd much rather be overkill than not enough. Last season it got down to like 12 was the high, so it was like 8 at night, and we were totally comfortable, no issues whatsoever. I'd always suggest 2, just because it's, like I said, I'd rather be overkill than not enough on this situation, but 1 is sufficient for sure. So now we're set up for winter in the bus. I'm about to install one of these same diesel heaters into this guy. This is Nigel. He's the big one I'm working on, and it's coming along. We've got an 18-inch roof raise. We've got an 8x10 rooftop deck. It's gonna end up having 165 gallons of fresh water, tankless propane water heater. This is the back bedroom area. I picked up these panels last weekend. He has 5 455 watt panels, so that comes out to I think 2,260 watts of solar power that we're going to put on the roof of this thing. Put in a huge 3-foot skylight there. We also put in another huge 3-foot skylight here. Kitchen's going to be right here. We're going to have a couch right here. Another couch right here that'll turn into like a queen size sleeper sofa. We're going to do some big archway thingy with the cabinets, and the range is going to be right here. Refrigerator is going to go there. We're going to have a double slide out pantry. This is the powder room area. It's got a toilet here. We're going to have a vanity right here. 36 by 24 shower. Bunk beds. Bunk beds. His closet, her closet, king size bed with slide outs and cabinets, and oh yeah, and we've got another marine hatch right there. So this is the big guy, and I'm hoping to have this thing finished by Christmas. That's what we're shooting for. Do I think it's gonna happen? I think it's a good shot. It's the beginning of October, October 7th, which is actually my little brother's birthday. He's the guy that's been helping me with this build. It's been going pretty well so far. But that being said, we're going to be looking for another build soon, and it's probably going to be in a different state because we're moving. And yeah, more on that later. If you guys want me to document this stuff, let me know the way in which you want me to do that, because I always get kind of caught up in filming too much of like the little action fun stuff.
If you just want me to kind of like give you a walkthrough of things and explain stuff, I can do that. Emily and I have been kind of toying around with the idea of just kind of doing our own bus fixer-upper kind of a show. But that means we have to like produce it ourselves. So you let me know what you guys want us to do and how you guys want us to make content. And I will figure out the most convenient, feasible way of making that happen.
Hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And, excuse me. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and if you could subscribe, I'd really, really appreciate it. It's a journey and we're really enjoying it.